What's good, Bonash family? It's your girl Bena Bonash, and I'm back with another video for the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the farm where we keep it fun, real, and a little bit chaotic. So today I'm back with a story. Someone came to my inbox and asked me to share it. And her question was, what do men really want? So she shared a story. She has been with this guy. She had been with this guy for over 7 years. He had an illness which they hustled through together. She didn't want me to disclose the illness, but they hustled through the illness together, fought through hospitals, battles, financially, they battled together, emotionally, sometimes you get depressed over things like that. So they hustled through all that together. And then the time comes when he's fine, he's okay, the disease is gone, the doctors have told him you're now free. He no longer has a problem. So when he realizes he's now okay and everything, he feels it is time for him to broaden his search, if I may call it. It's time for him to explore other people. So a month later, after the doctors have told him that he's okay and everything, he wakes up one morning and he announces to the wife, I'm getting married. Of which he has a wife already, 7 years. And no, not 7 years. They had been together for 4 years, then married for 3 years. Sorry. So after those many years, he announces he's getting married to someone else and he wanted a divorce. After hustling through the sickness, giving up the opportunity of starting a family, having a child and everything to take care of him. So when he announces he has a family, of course, the lady is depressed. So recently I'm on my Instagram and I see the message. It was a long one, but she expressed her depression and she's like, what do men really want? You ask for a woman that supports you, just for a woman that will understand you in any situation. But the day that she chooses to understand you is the day you choose to undermine her. She expected her care, her love, all the energy she put in through all those years, maybe to be reciprocated a little. But what she got was, I'm getting married. And when I read this whole thing, what was going through my mind was, it was a man after his full recovery when he announced that he was getting married. So were you with this woman all along, or did you meet after you were okay? Did you wake up one morning and you decided, let me go look for someone, and you met a person in a corridor, in a hallway, and decided this was the one? Because there is no way you meet a person in 1 month, and you decide, I'm getting married to this person. So maybe most probably he was already cheating. So what exactly do men really want? Maybe the men, you can come into the comment section and share with us. Tell us that you really want, what you really desire in a relationship, what you look for in a woman. But she was really depressed and maybe she could use a little encouragement through the tough times. So back to what she asked. What do men really want? What brings about, okay, this is me now. What brings a situation where, apart from the Muslims who are allowed, but what brings a situation where a man wants two wives? Apart from the Muslims whom it is legally allowed, but also emotionally, I mean, how do you handle it? Someone asked me if I were to have a superpower, what would it be? Now I think I know, because then I didn't have an answer. Now I know. If I were to have a superpower, I would read people's minds. Because how do you be with someone for 7 years and just out of nowhere, You want to be alone, you know? It doesn't, okay, it never makes sense. So if I were to have a superpower, I would read people's minds, know what exactly someone is thinking about you. But also, we've seen many situations that bring about that question. One thing I can't do is take a side. Maybe I'm siding with the ladies, even though I'm a lady, but I think sometimes both parties are involved in this. You find a situation where you've given a man a reason to do what he's doing, or maybe there are things we don't do right, and it brings about that he wants another woman or something of the sort. Recently, I was scrolling through TikTok and I saw a story. This man had been dating the woman. They met when everyone looked at the man as the ugly one, and no woman wanted him. Sorry. So they grew up together. She gives him all this emotional support, the encouragement, and everything. She makes sure he's feeling good, giving him the, what do they call it? Someone making you feel good. What do they call that? You you bring out this aspect of you're the best character there is, and you make them feel better about the whole situation. Maybe everyone's saying they're ugly, but there is that one good you see in them, and you encourage them to embark on that and make them feel better. But the moment that man felt better after that, you're ugly and everything, when he started feeling like, yeah, I'm now better, he asked for an open marriage. And for someone that is reasonable, when someone springs you with that, sometimes you don't know how to react. So the woman just said, okay, you want an open marriage, so be it. So after a month in the open marriage, he's going out with very many different girls, but on these dates, he doesn't seem happy. He comes home so early, he isn't happy when he comes home from the dates and everything. So she didn't want to ask what exactly was going on, but then one day she wakes up one morning and she gets all glammed up, well dressed, and everything, and she's going out. I mean, it's an open marriage. So she has a date and she's going out with someone. So the man instantly feels jealous, like, why are you going? I'm going on a date. Why would you do that? Why would you go on a date? Why would you? I mean, you proposed this. Why? There's so many questions. Why all of a sudden? Why do you want a close marriage just like that? Sometimes we have to understand that things happen for a reason, and maybe you weren't meant to be. And now that you've decided you should have an open marriage, I find someone maybe better than you. You decided it, I didn't, and it's all done. But there was one more question. Is it okay for a woman to be in a relationship with a man who is broke? So in this question, I got a few arguments, and one of them, they were saying sometimes we have to consider where we're coming from. Is your father rich? Your mother accepted. Then someone else said, like poles repel and like, no, yes, like poles repel and like poles attract. But let's get this out of the way. Maybe they meant a rich man for a poor woman for a rich man. But if I'm going to support you financially, like I am the man in the house, I am the breadwinner, there is always going to be that kind of disrespect that comes up with the whole thing. Maybe I am, when I take on the responsibilities of a man, I will demand to be treated as the man of the house, because there is no way I'm going to go to work one morning, second morning, third day, and come back home sweep, mop, clean, cook, and everything. You're at home doing nothing. I'm supposed to buy you everything. Maybe if I'm to do that, now you are to take care of the home, which gives us the controversy. You find that instability in a home. Someone said in the Bible, God gave Adam a wife, Eve, after the Garden of Eden. So, in short, he first gave him the riches before a wife. In short, make money before coming for me. Make something for yourself. Establish something for yourself as a man before you walk into look for a woman. These are someone's words. That is someone's argument. Then someone also said, find your standards. If you're maybe you're trying to vibe a rich woman, someone that has established themselves, you need to be somewhere too. You're not going to wake up one morning, you're vibing this glorious rich lady, and you're broke. I mean, like they said, establish yourself before you come to give in your, vibe and everything. Maybe first get something for yourself. Then people go for other ladies after they are rich. That was an argument for someone not helping build a man. You will build with this particular man, maybe 10 years, 12 years, 13 years, and after all those so many years, you are left for someone else. I saw some podcast recently. Actually, it's like a TV show. One lady was giving this argument that when a man is broke, he settles for what is available. He settles for what he can get at the moment, but you're not the woman that he loves. And at a certain moment when he has made money and he can now, when a man is broke, you will look at this woman, you love the woman, you're attracted to the woman, but she's driving, you're not. There is no way you're going to stop the person to start up a conversation, you get. But after he has made the money built up with you, and maybe he has gotten somewhere and he can afford all those things that he didn't afford then, he drives, he will now go for the woman he wanted, the woman that he actually loves, beyond the money, beyond the what, because now he has the means, he has the financial support, and that woman, you are the woman that would settle for that. She wouldn't settle for a broke man. You can settle for a broke man. So building him, getting him to where he is, you chose it. No one chose it for you. When he gets where he wants to be, he gets up one morning and he decides, no, this is not the kind of relationship I wanted. This is not the kind of marriage that I wanted. So he decides to go out for another woman that he specifically wanted to be with, and you're left behind. So maybe you were available emotionally, physically, you were there. And maybe even at home, you're not doing your duties as a wife, the home is dirty, the things you used to do when everything was the way it is, he has built you a mansion or everything. You've built it together. Let's call it that. You've built it together. But at the end of the day, you can take care of it. And there is that woman that won't even get the rag to mop. They won't get maybe anything to beat up the cobwebs and everything, but they will find a way of keeping their home clean. Maybe a house help, maybe the home will be presentable. Someone will feel the urge of coming into the home. Anyways, I always appreciate you for your comments, your views, people that come into my inbox to bring in your different ideas. I really, really wholeheartedly appreciate you. And for all those that view my videos, I appreciate you. Please remember to comment, like, share, subscribe,